Okay, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm just going to be speaking about all the things that I did not do on my natural hair journey. I started really taking care of my hair a few years back, and as I was learning my hair, I was fed like a lot of things, and there's just some things that I just didn't do or didn't really follow, and I'm just going to share those. Now, a little bit about my hair, because I don't know, this could be the first video that somebody saw, maybe it's they seen them all, I don't know, but a little summary about my hair. I never chemically treated my hair. I've never had a perm. I've never had a relaxer. I've never dyed my hair. The most I've done to my hair while on my natural hair journey that probably altered my hair some is a henna treatment, but other than, or using henna. But besides that, I haven't chemically done anything to my hair. My hair has never been like chemically processed. But what I did used to do was straighten my hair a lot. So I always wear my hair straightened. So that is probably the biggest thing that I was trying to overcome, is just learning my hair when it's not straightened. But yes, that is basically a little quick summary of my natural hair journey, where I started. But the first thing that I did not do is big chop. I feel like that was a real big thing that I saw a lot, was big chopping. People would just cut their hair off to get rid of, whether that be heat damage or their processed hair. I never big chop, but I also didn't have really bad heat damage. I could show my heat damage. If anything, it was just a little bit on my ends. I know I've seen videos of people who have like straight pieces. I've never had that. I've never experienced that. I don't know why I haven't compared to other people, because I did use a lot of heat. I did use the highest heat. They did use a lot of products in my hair, but my hair never looked like that. And I know some people may say, oh, it's heat trained. I don't believe in heat trained personally. I feel like if my hair is altered at that point, it is damaged. If I can't get it back to what it was because of heat, the heat damaged my hair, and that's just how I view it. I ain't gonna argue with nobody. But I did not big chop. I didn't feel that was necessary. Also, my hair wasn't like severely damaged. If it was, maybe I would have reconsidered, but that wasn't my starting point. Another thing, I did not follow the hair typing system. I still don't. I don't really know what my hair type is, but people will ask, and it's just like, I think that's how they learn, or how they feel like they should get products and whatnot. Me personally, I'm a trial and error. I'm gonna be my own guinea pig. I'll try it on me, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Whoop-de-doo, move on to the next thing. But personally, I do not hair type. I don't know what my hair type is. If I had to take a guess, I just say type 4. I feel like that's safe. Nobody's gonna yell at me and tell me that it's not, because for the most part, I think people agree. But I do feel like I have multiple textures in my hair. I feel like I have at least 3 different textures in my hair. And I feel like they all fall within the type 4, but somebody may argue and say otherwise. But, you know, it really doesn't matter, because I do not hair type. Doesn't really benefit me much, not when it comes to how I choose my products or style my hair. Another thing, porosity. Don't know what my porosity is. Don't know, don't really care. I just go based off of how my hair reacts to something. If it soaks it up, it loves it, great. If it doesn't feel right, won't use it again. Just move on. But I don't know what my hair porosity is. I don't know what my hair type is. I just kind of go with the flow. I know what works for me, and I know what doesn't work for me, and that is how I operate. But I know some people are like visual learners, or they need that piece of information to feel comfortable trying something. That's not me. Another thing, genetics. So I know people love to say genetics and throw genetics out there. Now, do I believe that genetics play a role in how we are made up in general? Yes, but I think people like to use it a lot when it comes to length. And I only say I didn't follow this because I feel like that is a mindset, and a mindset that can like pigeonhole people into not getting progress when it comes to their hair care. So me personally, I don't think that you only have long hair if you have genetic, or if you have good genetics, or it's the genetics that make your hair long. No, I think it's time and effort. And when people say that, I do feel like it dismisses all the effort that people put into their hair. Now, what I do feel like genetics is plays a role is like the thickness of your hair. Like if you've had 2 strands of hair all your life, you're not about to have hundreds of strands. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna jump like that. Like, I've had people say, well, how did you get your hair thicker? My hair has always been thick. I've always had a thick head of hair. Now, do my mom and dad have it? No. Do my sister have it? No. Like, they don't have, we have different hair, but I've always had thick hair since I was young. I've always had, or maybe I should say like high density. I have a lot of hair. I've always had that. That's not something that happened overnight. Now, granted, if somebody maybe had a kid or something and had some postpartum shedding or something like that, that's a different story, and I can't really speak to that. But I feel like that's when it's a little different. But I can't tell you how to increase the thickness of your hair. For me, it just helped cutting like damaged hair, but it's still the same amount of hair that I had on my head. Next thing I would say is like, I don't want to say targeted products, but like ethnic products. I know that that was a big thing that was like push, and I feel like they push so much to us because we buy it, and they don't care. It could be brand new, like something that they just tested, and all of a sudden it works for everybody and they want us to buy it. I've never went down that road. Well, I have gone down that route, but I found that one, a lot of it is gimmicky. No shade to the brands, but it always had that kind of like feeling about it. And then the sizes of the bottles just don't match the price. I feel like the price, it'd be way too much for that little bitty amount of product, and I don't like that. So me personally, I don't feel like I get enough bang for my buck, so I just go to the regular aisle. And typically the same people own the same product, so it don't really matter. I know a lot of them start off as like black owned, but they don't stay black owned. So, and that's another thing. They also are, some of them are fairly, well, they're not that new, but some can be fairly new. And it's like, when I like something, I like to stick with it. So I just kind of go for things that have been on the market for forever, so that way I don't have to really worry about not getting those products anymore. But another thing is salon products. I know some people make it seem like the more it costs, the better it works. I personally am not of that belief. Also, I don't feel like I get enough product for that either. And I use a lot of products in my hair. I have a lot of hair. I use a lot of product. I just don't have, my pockets ain't long. My pockets ain't long by any means necessary. By any means. And I just don't like spending a whole bunch of money on hair care products. Drugstore works just fine for me. But everybody can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? If you want to buy, you want to support it, that's your business. I'm not gonna stop you. Another thing, scheduled trims. I know that people say you're supposed to trim your hair every 2 weeks, or well, not every 2 weeks, every 6 to 8 weeks. I feel like depending on my style or what I was doing the months beforehand, that is how I determine whether I need to cut my hair. If I wear my hair out like this all the time, I may have a more consistent cutting schedule. My hair is typically up and away, so because of that, I don't feel the need to always cut my hair. If I wear my hair straight, most of the times I don't feel the need to cut it all the time. I just like to cut it because I like how it feels, but it's not necessarily that my ends are bad or all chewed up. It's just because a fresh cut just always feels nice, but that usually takes away from my length retention, so that's why that's part of the reason why I don't really wear my hair straight all the time anymore. But yes, another thing is like wash schedules. I've seen people who says dirty, well, first of all, don't nobody agree, let's start there, but I've seen people who say that dirty hair grows. I am not of the belief that dirty hair grows. If I need to wash my hair, I'll wash my hair. I don't care if I washed it yesterday, I'll wash it again today. If my scalp feels some type of way, or if I put something in it that just isn't reacting properly, I will wash it again. If I went somewhere and it just soaked in all the smells, if I was sweating really bad, I don't really sweat that bad, but if, let's say on the off chance I do, I will wash it. If something got it, I will wash it. It don't have to be every 2 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. For me, 4 weeks is solid if my hair is straightened. If it's like in a wet, more natural state, 2 weeks is also good. Sometimes it could be 3 weeks. It really just depends on what products I have in my hair, what I did that week, how is my hair. Like, it's not a one size fit all. So me personally, I don't believe that dirty hair grows, but I also am not of the belief that you have to do it once a week or you have to do it every couple of days. I feel like it is personal to each person. Everybody has their own schedule. But I do feel like there are people who push the same thing for everyone, and I just don't agree. I don't agree. Same thing with cutting. I don't agree. When it comes to washing and cutting, it's not the same. As somebody who doesn't use, I use a lot of product for the product that I use, but I don't use a lot of products, if that makes sense. Like, there's people who would use the edge controls, the gels, this leave-in, this milk, that. I don't have all that in my hair. I have conditioner and some oil, and my hair doesn't get that dirty. And if it's up and away, I don't have everything, all those extra bits and pieces. So I don't feel like I need to do what everybody else does. And also, sometimes I just like to run some water through my hair. I don't necessarily feel the need to wash unless my scalp is really just not feeling it. Then I'll put some shampoo and make sure that I clean my scalp. If I'm washing my hair to straighten it, I will for sure shampoo it. But if it's just like in a more natural wet state, I don't have that need. Another thing that I didn't do was measuring. I'm not good at, like, because I feel like it's not accurate. You just pulling and tugging on your hair, it's the same piece or whatever, and I just don't feel like it's that deep. For me, how I'm able to keep track is just photos. Like, I'll take photos of my hair and just compare it from what it looked like 3 months ago to this month and just go that way or go that route. I am just not very good at measuring it. I've tried it once before and I felt bad because I was like, oh, some lady didn't believe, or she said her friend didn't believe it was mine or something. So I said that in a video, not thinking that people would respond the way that they did, and it was kind of like chewing that lady up, and I was like, ooh, this is awkward. But yes, I don't really measure it. I mean, I try every now and then, but I feel like the way that I do it is not all that satisfactory, but whatever. I don't do measuring. Another thing is professionals. Like I don't go to a hair salon or a beautician or anything like that. I've had bad experiences with them, and now they're completely different from what I used to do. The prices, the methods, the styles, all these add-ons and stuff, I don't think I would be able to manage. I don't go there. And also, I won't say I don't listen to professionals, but I feel like everybody like, I got my cosmetology license. I know a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old who got their cosmetology license. That doesn't mean that they're on the same level as somebody who's probably been doing hair for 30 years, you know? So I don't be so quick to take that as a credential of, oh, I know what I'm talking about. But also I feel like they don't all agree. They don't all, based off of experience, based off of where they're located. I want to say where they're located because I think sometimes something that people don't take into account when it's coming to following people or looking at people, they don't really look at people who are in like their area. I'm in California. So in California, it's very dry weather. It's hot, but it's like dry heat compared to like if you're in the South, like it's very humid. So I can wear my hair straightened like all year round. It's not really a big deal for me. I used to wear my hair 12 months out of the year straight with no breaks in between. So there was no such thing as a silk press season for me. But I don't know if that's a California thing, but we wear our hair straight at any season we want to. Whereas some people, it may be a little bit more humid. It may be raining more. It may be, I don't know. But that's a new term to me. But yeah, the professionals, I just feel like they're not all created equally. So just because somebody got their cosmetology license, I don't be so quick to believe them. But that's just a me thing. I'm not saying other people not to do it. That's just a me thing. I've had my fair share of experiences with them and I am good. But I would say those are just a few things. I don't know how many things that was, but those are just some of the things that I did not do. My hair turned out okay. Like, it turned out fine. I don't really have too many complaints. This is what I'm working with. This is what I currently have on my head. Could it be better? Sure. There's always room for improvement, but I don't really have too many complaints or too many issues. And this is just a quick video because people hate when well, it's not that quick, but people hate when I talk so much. So I can't go into depth on other things, but I just choose not to because everybody gets mad and yells and just says things. But agree to disagree. If you don't agree with what I said, that is completely fine. Do you? I don't know what you did with your hair yesterday. I don't know what you did with your hair today. It still remains. I don't know. So it doesn't matter to me. I really don't care. But that is all that I have for this video for the people who have stayed this long. Thank you for watching.